There's my mom and my dad. Quite pleased with them.
We love Leanne.
Take a look, Dad. See what we're doing.
Are you getting sound too?
You bet.
We love you.
You bet we do.
Homestead, Lynn's 75th birthday. Now it's Beverly, sir. Go!
Out on the beach. It's a beautiful day here in Maui. It's about 78 degrees today. There they are.
Oh, this is Barbara Wilson, and we're all in Hawaii, Lynn and I, and our 9 children, and their spouses. There's 20 of us, and we're having a great time.
Okay, Mel. You approach.
When?
Well, now,
Uh-huh.
go. Okay, Randy, try it. Here we go. Look out.
Here's Lynn. Okay, Lynn is in. Wow!
We had a slumber party at our home a week ago, last Sunday. 19 of us stayed at our home, You know, with most of our children gone, it gets kind of quiet around our place once in a while. We only have one living at home now. So last Saturday and Sunday, I called all of our children who live here in Salt Lake. We have one living in California, and asked them to come and bring their families and stay with us and have a slumber party. So they all came, 19, and we had a great time. We ate, we played pool down in our basement, we showed home movies. You know, we have enough movies, home movies around our place we could start now and show them from now until next Sunday. We've been taking home movies for over 30 years. And so some of these movies that we showed were 5 years old, some 10 years old, some 25 years old of our children. And here they were, most all of them around us, and we were showing pictures of some of these grown kids, some with their families, and here they were as little children. And it was a great thing. When it came time to go to sleep, we filled all the bedrooms and all the beds, and on our front room floor there were sleeping bags, and I think there were 5 or 6 of the grandkids that were lined up on the floor. And we had a great time at our place. In the morning we got up and had waffles and eggs and all the other things that make up a fine breakfast, all together in one room with a lot of tables. And then after breakfast, some of my close neighbors know that my boys and I built an air car or hovercraft. And usually we just test it in our backyard, and it makes an awful lot of noise. But we took it over to Sugar House Park for about 3 hours, and even the grandkids had rides in it. We took it all over there. I wondered if the police would object to it, but I noticed every once in a while, along with many other people, they drove up and watched and then drove away. Then we played ball over there, and after this, we went to our home and played volleyball, and of course, ate again. Well, this was a great thing for me to have my family gathered around us. Last Monday, you know, was Labor Day. It was a holiday. We didn't have to worry about going to work, and so we were able to spend most of the day together. I often look around me and think of the great blessings that are mine. You know, I have a wonderful wife whom I love, and as we've been married for quite a number of years now, I think it goes somewhere around 34 years, I grow to love her more each year. She's loving and considerate and kind, and just the finest ideal wife and mother to my children. And I am grateful for her. We have love in our home, I want you to know. We have 6 children. My wife and I were married in the temple, and these children were born under the covenant. And all of those who are married, excepting one, have been married in the temple. And we are hopeful that this couple will be married in the temple one of these times. They're a fine couple, and they have some great children, and it's our desire that all of them be married in the temple. It's our desire that all of us will so live that we will be close together as we are now, and even closer. That we'll be able to live together in the eternities with our Heavenly Father. So it's our desire that we live this close, that we are obedient to the commandments of our Father in heaven, that we get together regularly, that we always have an appreciation for one another and be a close family. This is the way it's supposed to be. The family is the most important unit in the church. And as President Wakefield mentioned, it's the most important unit in society. It's the most important unit in our government. The family is all important. All decisions we make should relate to the effect on the family. And we ought to keep that in mind, the parents and the youth. All decisions, every decision we make should relate to the effect on the family. Parents are to be lights and guides to the children. we are commanded to bring them up in light and truth and to set proper examples for them. And we're to teach them the gospel. We have wonderful teaching aids in the church, the Sunday school, the priesthood meetings, the MIA, the primary. But the home is the number one place where we are to teach the children. And as an example of some of the things that we might teach, some of the basics, I turn to section 42 of the Doctrine and Covenants and read the word of the Lord.